New Year, same you. I guess welcome to 2024, even though it doesn't feel like it. New Year pretty much came and went, but we're here now. And nobody owes you a thing when it comes to creating what you want. For 2024, we're going to focus on self. Yes, you, because you deserve. You listen to the Winter Vibe Mode playlist. We've got a sneak peek of what the happenings are. But just in case you didn't, just gonna go over briefly what's in store. We often get distracted or delayed when it comes to what's best for us. And what better time to refocus that than the beginning of the year rather than boring resolutions? No offense to those of you who are, but I think we've had this discussion before as far as like the whole ideology behind resolutions. Kind of like you just got to go ahead and make the change. No time is better than the present. Da 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 da. Along those lines, if you remember. But needless to say, this doesn't mean cutting off all other responsibilities, but finding the balance in order to take care of yourself. I've said it time and time again, and I'm not going to stop saying it ever. Do not forget yourself. It's very easy to get stuck within patterns, everyday responsibilities, and just life. But what is this life without you? Will it continue? Absolutely. But why not make sure you're prioritizing your quality of life? I'd let that breathe for a second. As much as this message is for the audience, I'm speaking to me as well, so this is a we situation. But honestly, just ask yourself that question while listening or even afterward if you need that stillness. What is preventing you from taking better care of yourself? Yes, first bit of homework. We're starting off early. This also isn't really a bash on community because that is the foundation of society. For instance, if your neighborhood is dirty, how do you think that reflects on you and your household? Hmm. Like, seriously, how can you maintain your yard for the greater good? I know I love a good metaphor, but just putting it visually through words and the things, it just helps. But in general, investing in our well being is a great move in the long run to create positive change in all aspects of our lives. Ideally, creating that magical chain reaction, but that's pie in the sky goal, and I'm not gonna put that much pressure on you because it's a lot. Essentially, your main focus is you for now. Don't overextend yourself from trying to do right by people or situation. The general idea is to conserve that time and energy into pouring back into yourself. No, I'm not telling you to neglect and cut everybody off, even if that sounds attractive. Just make sure you're looking out for yourself in the end. This series will be similar to the Boundary series of yesteryear, for the most part, in format and delivery, with little bits from me and guests providing our unique perspectives because there is no one right answer. But through information sharing and that dialogue, we can learn a lot about ourselves. This will be the running underlying theme for the year, among other episodes, which we'll get back into. Things I've been thinking, you, but certainly topics I just decide not to cover because they're just messy. Like, I'm always willing to have that conversation, but everything shouldn't be published. So 9 times out of 10, that happens offline. Also, another big shout out to you all for making the Boundary series a success, for tuning in, listening. Hopefully, you are actively continuing the work because it is not a one and done situation, and boundaries get bored. I mean, boundaries are ever changing, so you gotta stay on top of that and actively practice so you get better. Until next time, peace.